Yeah, it's time to start the show. Lost my heart and I lost my soul. And yeah, it's time, baby. Oh no. I lost my mind and I lost my goal. Oh, not giving in. Hey, hey. We're not giving in. Oh, not giving in. A lot of vocals though. Hey, we're not giving in. We're not giving in. We're not giving in. Vocals will sound terrible. We're not giving in, but I'm giving in. Basically, how are we doing? What's going on? I thought I'd switch it up. I like to switch it up. You guys know I like those musical interests sometimes. Bro, my voice is not good, by the way. So yeah, raise me all you want, to be fair. I'm feeling alright, man. But yeah, Lindon fell off a bit. I can't lie. Lindon's channel fell off. L ratio. Peak. What is he doing? Yo, so we're back. It's been a while. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Yo, you make mistakes. Things are not 100% perfect. But you know what? We keep moving, man. And you know what? I'm learning more and more as life goes on. It's all about learning consistency, bro. Consistency will beat motivation, and consistency over time it multiplies. You get a bit better every time. Atomic Habits 1% better every day, and it compounds. Makes you a much stronger person. I want to kind of get this video done because I've been wanting to make this type of video for a while. But like things keep like either things happening or like I finish running. Obviously, my main priority at the moment is like I'd say it's my health. To be fair, at the moment, just kind of health, kind of getting my life in order. That's the main two things. Obviously, like financially and stuff. Which I will go into more detail in this video. But sometimes, like with YouTube, it's something that I do want to carry on with, but like it can't be like the top thing in my mind at the moment, which is a bit annoying. But like I say, life has stuff, and sometimes you have to prioritize, and sometimes there's stuff in your mind you just want to get done first. But yeah, Lyndon, lots life been like since I have not recorded for a while. So last time you guys spoke, last time we spoke, we were on the route, on the journey, the process towards Couch to 5K, and we actually finished that, to be fair. And I was really expecting to make a video after I was finished, but you know what? I was like, it's just life as normal, and I could do this whole thing like, oh yeah, I've done it. Yo, the big boy from Burton came down, smashed 27 runs, and yeah, in a few months, and yeah, it just got done, which was really good, man. Ended that day up to 5Ks, and I've been doing 5Ks ever since. I think I've done about 6 or 7 5Ks now. I've literally just come back from my latest one, as I'm recording this video. Did the fastest time yet, which was just over 41 minutes. So we're budging down towards that 40-minute mark. It's not as quick as I've seen a lot of these YouTubers do. I know kind of the optimum time is kind of saying by the end of the 5K journey, 55K in 30 minutes. That is like, that's a wow. So yeah, for like the average person, I'm quite surprised they've actually said do it in 30 minutes. Probably because it makes logical sense that 30 minutes like the natural time. Obviously, it's like half time in the clock. Obviously, if you're going in like 30, 60 minutes. But like, yeah, nah. For me, I think even 35 probably would have been a more realistic target. But you know what? We'll try 30 minutes because obviously, my mum wants to play football, my mum wants to do boxing. It's like, I'm gonna have to try and get faster, try and get quicker. When I first did my first 5K, it was at 45 minutes. And in the space of about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks now, running 3 times a week, we got it down to 41 minutes. So that's 4 minutes difference, bro. And the thing is, as well, is the way I run is that yes, obviously as you get more comfortable, you do try and speed up. You do try and speed it up, but naturally I just try and go at the rate I can do to get around. Obviously in the first mile you have a bit more energy, you might try and put a bit more into it, but you'll find generally when you hit kind of the third and the fourth kilometer. For me, the journey I do, especially around my Wembley route, I find that's the hardest one. You're already tired, and my third and my fourth one are quite hilly. My third and fourth kilometer are quite hilly, so that's where I know my slowest times are. Like, I was setting the pace. I think I set the pace today. Like literally my first, even though it was quite uphill my first kilometer, but I set pace quite well. It was like 7:51, and then it was like yeah. Then the next one's downhill, and it was like 7:42, and I was like I'm actually on for a good time here. But obviously then, yeah, you hit the uphill again and you're a bit more tired. Your legs aren't as loose. Your legs haven't got as loose yet. And yeah, but we're feeling progression. Sub 40s are coming. Sub 40s are coming. And like I say, we keep pushing down towards, trying to find a team preseason running in the sunshine. Yeah, I want to kind of talk about kind of feeling like I've fallen off a bit. Even though I haven't, like I said, I've just tell you that positive news about doing this run. And positive things are coming, man. It's just life, man. It gets, like I say, it's not easy trying to do what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm reading this book recently called The Way of the Superior Man, and I absolutely love it. I've got it right here, right next to me, man. I'm on like, what? Is it not fifth chapter, like the fifth section of this book out of like 7 sections. I think I've literally read it like gone to like 7 reads, and like in 7 reads I've done like 150 or 70 pages. Like, bro, like it's a book I'm absolutely in love with right now. I can literally came through 25 pages every time I read it. But one of the things it is when you've realised, to try and become that top tier man. Obviously, I think a lot of the book is based around kind of like men's attraction to women. Obviously, a lot of it is around like the polarity of like female, feminine and masculine attraction, stuff like that. And it's amazing, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the information is top tier, and it's definitely stuff I think if you're in that kind of situation, if you're in a situation where you want to kind of improve your game, or you feel like you're in a relationship, you feel like things could be that bit better, I tell you what, it's a good read. But one thing it does point out is that as a man, as a top tier man, there's so many things you need to know, man. There's so many things you need to be practicing. There's so many practices. Like, there's so many things you need to know about your woman if she's a certain way, and trying to pick up on things as a man, what you should be doing. And then you look at all these kind of self-help, and you look at kind of people who's like, kind of doing the things that you want to do, and look at their kind of way and attitudes they're leading. It's like being in the gym so many times a week, obviously trying to eat the right foods, kind of, waking up early, but also getting the right amount of sleep. Like I say, not going out, drinking too much, getting your steps in, your meditation, reading books, all these things, trying to practice a new hobby, getting your finances in order, not being scared to like start businesses or anything like that. There's just so many things. Keeping a tidy house, I don't know, skin routine, being able to cook, like, bro, as to be a successful man, like a top tier person, someone where you're valued to both like your boys and obviously to like the opposite sex as well, for that all to be high, bro, there's so much. Obviously then it's like being like good at football, being good at box, like say having that kind of competitive nature, or being on top of your social media as well, or having that status, putting yourself out there on TikTok and Instagram. Like, bro, there's actually so much you can do. Obviously, I know that people like, you're still young, you're still 22, gonna turn 23 soon. It's like I'm still in my like early 20s and stuff, but it's like you wanna nail it as kind of as soon as possible. It's not like this is not something where I want to be going to like the later stages of my 20s. And I'm still trying to sort this out. Like I say, I'm in a situation now where it is like, I know that you can't focus, and this is where I've gone wrong before. You can't focus on everything. So obviously the main thing's been my fitness. Obviously having an online coach, having someone that I can go to for support. Obviously focusing. I think now steps. I got steps nailed on because I run 3 times a week. When I go for those runs, I can go from literally doing like 1k steps to like 10k steps in like 45 minutes. It's calm. So steps are it's quite easy to hit my step count for the week. I can't lie. Whereas at the start it was a real struggle. And obviously steps that include like my football and that, and so I know I'm doing 10k steps a week easy. Drinking water should be easy, but the tap water tastes absolutely terrible. I know what it is about London. Tap water tastes terrible, so I have to walk to the water dispenser. I suppose it helps your steps out, but it can be annoying, bro. When you run out of water, you need to fill up like 4 water bottles every time. It's a bit techie. It's a bit long. But yeah, man, there is so many things on your mind, and you're trying to make the most out of your day. Sometimes it's like I go gym, sometimes I'll go to work, I'll go for a run, but then it's like turn on a YouTube camera. I'm just like, but it's like I need to just be able to push past that. And yeah, sometimes like I know compared to some people looking like they're completely average person, they'd be like, Lindon, what are you talking about? You'd probably think, oh yeah, he's doing quite well. He's out there in London. He's surviving. He's getting on. He's got a good group of mates. He's kind of active. He kind of does some stuff on socials. Like he's like, you're all putting videos out. Like I say, you're going for these runs. You're improving yourself. You're in the gym. You're losing weight. Like you actually are doing stuff. But it's like, I know like the level that I'm trying to get to, and I know kind of what, and I feel like I know what it's gonna take. So it's like when you don't do certain things, it will get on your nerves, and that's something I've kind of always felt. And that's why even now, like I've gone for this run literally like an hour ago. I really want to eat some food right now, but I was like, you've been putting off this video for a while. You know you want to speak to your audience, so you're not gonna eat. You're not gonna put any food. I don't even let myself put the food in the oven yet. I'm not even gonna put food in the oven until the video is recorded and done and uploaded. So that's why it takes some time. So you really have to push yourself out to being uncomfortable, man. And I'll tell you what. One thing I want to know about channel, if you're watching to this point, I really, really appreciate it. One of the things I wanted to talk about is that I really want this channel to kind of highlight kind of the bad times as well as the good, because obviously coming up, obviously I know what it's going to be like when I make it. I know way people are going to be switched in. People are going to be like, oh yeah, I always saw the vision. Give me all of that. It's like, bro, it's like you can all say that, yeah. Obviously, the people who are watching now and people who generally watch over 10 minutes of my videos, I know you really will believe in what I'm saying and what I'm doing. So it's not really you guys I'm talking to. But there'll be a lot of people who'll be like, oh yeah, oh we're always there. Oh yeah, we're always checking in. But like, you see that one clip on Instagram, or like, you click on like a minute, you start enjoying my video and you click off. Like, to them sort of people, it's like, I really want to document people who like, there's a lot of people obviously in this attention economy where like they literally can't focus on a video for more than like 2-3 minutes if it doesn't interest them. If it's not like mad spurging and there's not like mad, like it's not like mad edits and a whole lot of things going on, like they literally like, and I suppose people are like, oh, is it worth my time watching this? Which is that's fair enough. But if it's just like, oh, you came to video with the expectation of wanting to watch it, and then you literally just can't concentrate, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, to those people, what I want to do is like, I'm literally like, and I feel like I'm still in the trenches. Like I'm so far away from being the finished person, the finished product. But I'm telling you now that I feel like I'm gonna make it, and that seems like a bold prediction. It feels like, I suppose it's kind of easy prediction to make when like you are kind of down there, but I just feel like the energy and what I'm trying to do, the progressiveness, the way things are going to progress. I'm telling you now, 3-4 years time, I'm gonna be a different person. Big man thing. Like I'm gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy. I think, body wise, personality wise, who I have on my arm, like the boys that you see me around, the people you see me around, it's gonna be a different life. And this is what I want to take you on the journey. But what I want you guys to realize is that literally this week, I was literally I had a problem with my phone bill basically, and basically someone, I don't know what happened basically, but someone basically, I don't know what I clicked on or whatever, but basically something managed to get onto my account and charge my account a bunch of things to my phone bill. Some kind of, I don't know what it was, but basically like they ended up charging me like nearly £150. So that nearly came out. So I ended up having to dispute my bill, so I didn't pay it because I was like, well, this isn't me, the transaction isn't me, which is annoying. Obviously, I'm already going through like kind of financial things, and then obviously you have that on top, not your phone bill, which I already paid. I paid it actually early that month, so if that to happen, that kind of hurts. And then literally, I didn't have. So yeah, so that happened. Obviously, I'm not paying it. I've disputed it, but I'm waiting for the result of that. So then they obviously do the thing where it's like, oh, phone bill hasn't been paid, we're going to cut off your service. So then, yeah, so I was travelling to work one day last week, ready to go. Literally, like, yeah, my job involves my phone, having my phone internet, so it's pretty important for what I do. And then I got to work, I literally was outside of work, wanted to go turn my internet on so I could start my shift. Internet's not working. It says, oh yeah, contact network. It's like, yeah, great. So internet isn't working. But I was thinking, I could go to the shop and try and get like a pay-as-you-go SIM and then convert the page go credit into um, data, and obviously limited calls and text, and then go like that. But it was like I didn't have £10. Like I didn't have £10 on me at all. Like across any of my accounts, across any of my savings. Like, and bro, that's how deep it gets. That's how poor it gets. There are times where literally this year where it's like I've got like a credit card, or I've got an overdraft which I know is like over the limit, and I'm relying on like certain banks for my cards to go over so I can take the tube. I like we are going through some of the toughest times I'll ever go through. And one of the things I think I have improved on is that before, like I feel like I wouldn't ask for like any help. Like I would just go through it on my own, and I'm still kind of like that because um, I feel like these times really do build you as a man, and I feel like these times where like you do go through struggle, it makes you build you more. Um, but yeah, I think one of the things I have done is like being able to like I say, I think one thing like kind of your pridefulness will hold you back, whereas the time where it's been like what I did recently was like, oh yeah, a bank going to the bank. Obviously, one of the mistakes I feel I did make coming to uni was obviously I had kind of debts and stuff from younger years. Stuff that like I was kind of coasting and everything was good whilst I was living at home, and then coming here I was like, oh yeah, I'll get student loans, so things will still be comfortable. And obviously I have a student loan and I'll be working, which has happened. And I'll be working, so I'll be good to kind of carry on as I was, or whilst converting to a London lifestyle. Yeah, it's not quite worked like that. I can't lie. There's been times this year I've been very, very stretched. Even right now, feeling quite stretched. I'm not really been able to save anything. Um, yeah, man, it's been mad difficult, and obviously, yeah, obviously trying to deal with those debts, having kind of money coming out, having interest coming out like every month, like yo, it does kind of pin you back. So obviously going to one of the things that kind of helped. I went back to the bank last week and I was like, well, first they charged me for something that they shouldn't have charged me. They said, oh yeah, we weren't going to charge you for that. So they removed that, and then I asked the question. I was like, well, you've been charging me this every month, and like it's a lot of money. With the situation, I appreciate it. And that's one of the things that you learned from another book I've read recently called How to Influence and Influence People. It's like it's also a really, really good book, and I'll be putting this to great use over the next few months. Um, but it's that idea of yeah, like just rather than like get angry and rather be like "Duh, duh, duh," rather than being like "Duh, duh, duh, it's your fault, no, 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 no." Like it's actually learned to just like accept like your flaws, accept what you said wrong, but then try like just being able to like kind of reason calmly, saying you understand everything the other person says. Actually, one of the main things that book teaches. But that kind of worked. Got some money taken off of what I owed. I also just dropped my ego. Obviously, I think my uni has like a bursary. And I before kind of what I've read recently, I would never have tried to apply for like a bursary to try and get a bit of money towards stuff. But today I was just like, what's the worst thing that can happen? I'm just gonna apply for it because, yo, like you're in a pretty bad situation. So I applied for it. Literally, a few emails back and forth. Got it. Got what I needed. Well, not got what I needed, but it's a step in the right direction. And it's like sometimes like you will have things around you that will help, but you have to be willing to take it, invest in it, like knowing that. I feel like a lot of people are scared of failure. That's a big thing, and I've been like that as well. I think with YouTube, I think especially I've been there where it's like if I don't put out 100% amazingly best edited content, especially with the level that YouTube's at the moment, it's like if I'm not putting out the best content, it's like what's the point of loading? But I tell you what, I feel like it's just good practice, and I love speaking to the camera, and also it's like what also kind of documents kind of my past and my present for the future me and kind of for the future people, because I feel like I'm always kind of confident that the views are gonna come, like the adulation is gonna come, there is respect's gonna come. So you lot who are watching this now, seeing a sweaty me, still kind of fat, like say being broke, wondering how he's gonna pay his rent. Like you lot seeing this version of me, and then if you see me in a few years with a different body, different, like my life's like a movie. Like videographers, we're creating crazy. I don't know. We're doing like public, like asking people videos. We're doing all sorts. We're going brazy. Instagram's looking brazy. We're probably over 10k Instagram followers, 50k YouTube followers. Like I'm visualizing this now, and bro, like in my bank account now, bro, I'm literally hanging on, bro. I think I've literally got probably across all my accounts like £5. Like sometimes we really have to go to the trenches, but one person I've really picked on recently, obviously he's been blowing up. It's actually Andrew Tate, and I can't lie, I really like that guy's content. And one of the things I saw in one of the most recent interviews is like some of the best times in your life come when you're broke, and you know what? It's so weird because you would think as someone who's broke, I would never agree with him, and I wouldn't be able to see it. But I can see it, like, because obviously once you get to that level that you kind of aspiring, you always wanted to get to, things it is literally transactions on a screen. Like, and it is obviously once you get to that place where you can literally just switch from country to country to country, and you can go to this nightclub and you can buy bottles. Like, I think he said literally, there's only so much things money can buy. And obviously, when you're broke, you feel like, oh, I'd love to have this, this, and this. But as soon as you can go out and buy the nicest suits, buy the nicest cars, have the holidays, like there's only so many things you can buy. Obviously, the really top end of it is kind of real estate and that. But in terms of personal possessions, unless you're literally going to go out and buy a yacht or buy a boat, like there isn't mad levels set. Obviously, the main thing is just obviously getting experiences in, and obviously say helping family, helping people, helping with the community. I feel like having that kind of charity kind of stuff, that's gonna be a big thing. I'm gonna just have a quick sip. Sorry guys. Water in my eye, bruv. Water in my eye. But yeah, man, I like I say, I feel like I did fall off a bit, even though I did keep going. Like I say, we've been through some really challenging times. Obviously, having trying to think about all this. I did meet some family that was quite nice. Can't lie, in London. Shout out to them. Like I say, that's sick. And obviously, these people obviously who are working hard, feel like quite established. Like it's good, man. It's good motivation. Like people around you know that I can always speak to them and they kind of know what's going on. But yeah, it's kind of crazy if you're kind of watching me from Burton. It's like I love Burton, man. Like, I love it, and I go hard for you lot. Pause. Like, I can't call that in Instagram on Instagram the other day. It's like saying okay, but it's like I'm working hard. Like you know what I mean. Like, if you're gonna do that, you should be annoying. But basically, you know what I mean. I'm like yeah, we're working, we're grinding, yeah, like we are really like everything I do is to come back to Burton. There's like 4 or 5 things where I could have said pause. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with it. But yeah, basically we keep going because yeah, the support obviously is immense. Obviously, people from back home recognize what I'm trying to do, and yeah, man, the love will come back tenfold. Obviously, man's up here, obviously trying to make his connections. You know what? One day we'll drop some big people through Burton. We'll have shows, we'll have, like I say, concerts, people come through, we'll have podcast people pull through, and yo, Burton will see the love, Burton will see what we're doing in a few years' time, man. But we play the slow game. There's a lot of things we're trying to learn, there's a lot of things that are trying to happen in life right now. Like I say, be able to go out and obviously go do the gym, being at the gym, going for these runs, feel like I'm going to play football soon. And yeah, I feel like life's gonna take off soon. Like you just gotta keep in there, keep swinging. Obviously trying to, gonna get a job. Obviously been applying for some jobs today. Literally just trying to hold myself down over summer, and then yeah, it's just need to just keep working harder, man. And that's one of the things where I feel like I've really had to kind of come back from kind of January when I was really down bad. I was literally buying sweets like every day. Like I used to literally go shop like every day and just buy like £5 of sweets, buy like £5 like sweets and crisps just because, and it'd be like a takeaway like once every like 3-4 days. And bro, I was so down bad, but mental health was so poor. But now, like, I rarely buy sweets. I'm not gonna say I never buy sweets, but like I rarely buy them. I always try and eat at home. Like before I go shop or anything, I'll always try to eat out what I've got in my cupboard. Like, don't get me wrong, especially what I've told you kind of financially wise, but there is still some struggle meals in there. I might eat like 3 pieces of toast and like some beans sometimes, or like I say, it might be like a pack of chicken. We make stretch over like 2 days. I'm like chicken like for rice, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, porridge and green tea and all that. But you know what? We're losing weight. Things are going kind of the right way. Um, and yeah, man, my message is literally just. I'm gonna make a video kind of about kind of advice for people who are kind of unhealthy. Some would say fat. I would say fat. I'm not gonna lie. I still feel like I am fat to a certain extent, but my confidence has definitely increased. I hope that I don't know if that comes across in the camera, but I hope it does. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of make a video kind of saying kind of what the starting points are, what you should look out for, what you should expect, and stuff like that. I definitely, as I kind of get on top of more things in my life, I will look to obviously improve the quality of these videos, obviously get the editing in, obviously kind of start, obviously doing like intros and that, obviously I'll actually just record them separately and that. But right now, kind of for what I'm trying to do and obviously how busy I am, I do just want to record these long form videos. Obviously people who like it, people who don't. I know one day the views will come in and people will come back and watch these videos, and that's the main thing. It's not for now, I'm playing the long game. Big man thing. But yeah, man. Word to Big Sean, we took an L and now we bounced back. Yo, man, and yeah, man, one day I'll be bouncing. We're gonna be It's gonna be absolutely lively, and you know what? Loki, I feel like I will deserve it, but man, it's just like I say. Obviously, I'm at a point now where I've read quite a few books now. Read Deep Work, Atomic Habits. I read Can't Hurt Me last year. I'm gonna finish The Way This Period Man. I want to read something about the lizard brain, but realistically, and that's why it's just because now it's like I feel like I've read enough good enough books where it's just like I need to start taking action now. It's no longer about reading books or watching the podcast, even though I do love that. It's of all the mad distractions. My phone time is a bit too high. I can't lie. That needs to come down. Obviously, I lost my iPhone. I thought going to a Samsung. I thought, yeah, I'm not gonna be on my phone as much now. Samsung isn't. It's not as nice as. I say the thing is, Samsung. It's a good phone. It's the S9 Plus. It's like what is it now? Like 4 years old, but it's like compared to what my iPhone 12 Pro Max was. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. But like I say, hopefully money will be up soon. Health is coming up. Kind of self confidence is coming up, man. But yeah, obviously, just to quickly touch on it, I know I left it, but it's like I felt one of the reasons I fell off is because things are moving in the right direction. I'm feeling more confident going now. As I told you last time, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I had a day basically when I was out at work. Obviously, when you just kind of prevailing the scene, you go into like a shop centre or whatever, or you just out and about and you start looking at people, and people are just looking at you back, and you can have a little stare offs, and you're getting the best of people. In terms of eye contact, and you feel like kind of the energy, everything's stretching around you, everything starts feeling good. And that's when it's easiest to like, yeah, as soon as you start feeling like you're making a bit of progress, you can kind of overlook things and you can still feel like, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to go as hard at that. Oh, I can scroll on Instagram today. Oh, I can be on Twitter. Da, da, da. It's like sometimes you just gotta cut out the noise, bro. I know one of the things I really like posting. Obviously, I do like posting like my runs on Instagram and that. Because I do feel like it does inspire people. Like people tell me that it is good, but like I feel like in real life, like as much as I want to have like my headphones off and just be able to, obviously taking people around me, I'm finding people around me are saying stuff. Some people are saying some positive stuff about my running and that, but it's like I can't kind of have the outside noise. It's like when you're really going through the trenches, I don't see that many people when I'm running out. Like Wembley's not like. It's not like running in. It's not like being in Central, bro, where it is like every pavement's absolutely packed and that. Like there is some like pre-empty times, so it's like if you've got no music on, you're not in your own zone, and you're literally relying on other people to kind of pep you up. You're gonna struggle. Like so, when I run around Wembley, I am my biggest self motivator. I feel that's the best way to be. Someone's all like, "Come on, Wembley, let's bounce, let's get it lively." Da, da, da. But I'm saying that where it's like I know one day I'll be in front of a crowd and they'll be going mental, and yo, that's when I absolutely love it. But you got to do the dirty work, you got to do the hard work. There's so much work we do in life where people don't see it, man. I'm doing all the dark work now, it's not dark work. So I'm doing all the what do you call it, like dirty work. I'm doing all the behind the scenes stuff now, but when it bangs and when it shines, it's gonna be beautiful, man. It's gonna be beautiful. But yeah, I don't want to hold you any longer than this. But I just really enjoy having the conversations, man. Like I say, I do want to document these hard times that I'm going through. Kind of telling you how I end up going through it, how I end up getting through it, being able to just say, yeah. Because there is times where you're scared of failing. There is times where you feel like you let yourself down. There is times where, yeah, man, things get the best of you. You do stumble into, yeah, obviously you have the whole battle between instant gratification and delayed gratification. Sometimes instant gratification does win, bro, and it's peak. Sometimes you diet. Sometimes you will do something that batters your diet. Sometimes you will do something that ruins your desire. Sometimes you will do something that, like, yeah, man, you're just disappointed in yourself. Sometimes you won't make that gym session. Sometimes you won't wake up early. Sometimes you will be late for work because you can't be bothered. But like I say, it's how you bounce back, and that's one of the things I'm learning. Like, trying to put myself in this place now of going out, doing these runs, being in the gym, being held accountable, and like just hearing the right things. That, like, I've not got as many friends in my life, like constantly talking to myself like all the time. But instead, it's like my circle of influence now is kind of the YouTubers I watch, and these are people who are winning, who are doing the right things, and all I talk about is taking action, being positive, obviously meditating, journaling. Like, they talk about all the right things. So, if hopefully that's rubbing off on me, and obviously self confidence. And it's like, if it's not the YouTubers I'm reading, it's the books I'm reading. I can't lie, this book again, The Way of a Superior Man. It's a quality book. I'm not quite done with it yet, but I can't wait to be. But yeah, my circle of influence is very good right now, and I think that's only a good thing for me. I feel quite good. I feel quite confident. One thing I will say, like with running and that, I'm gonna try and give you guys as much kind of detail as possible without giving you as much detail as possible. But basically, when I'm running, one of the things I love to do is like, yeah, especially towards like my final kilometer and that, when I'm finishing off. Because my finishing like half a kilometer is all downhill, and it's probably in the busiest area of my run. So it's like I'm really feeling myself. I have like the last hill coming out the back of Wembley Stadium near where the station is. If you guys know, obviously where the train station is, Wembley Stadium. Not Wembley Park, Wembley Stadium station. So you come back of there, you go up the hill, coming back round, and it's all downhill. But yeah, that's our area. I'm usually quite hard up at that point. I'm singing along to my music. I'm literally trying not to feel the pain in my legs. And then I'm literally just singing along to my music, beating my chest. And I'm like, yeah, I'm that hitter. I'm that hitter. I'm that hitter. I'm like, yo, I'm literally doing the most. And then today, literally, I was like, I'm just gonna give this a go because obviously I've kind of always wanted to do it, but obviously it's a bit childish. I got to the end of my run. Literally just past where the gym was, finished there. Yeah, I ran down the side street, did the little Sue. Obviously, I didn't say Sue because that's fucking, yeah. Nah, allow it. But I didn't say it. But obviously like imitating it, and obviously being around people, it's like, bro, you like when you're in the zone and you do something great. Like, I realized, like, no one in this London, like, apart the odd person, will be nice enough to like say something, but most people will not celebrate your wins. Will not care about your wins. Will not care about the fact you've won from runs, whatever. So you have to celebrate your own wins. So I have quite a lot of celebrate. I can't lie, bro. I celebrate so much when I get through a run, like, because I know when I'm like 3 kilometers deep. Sometimes I'm 2.5 kilometers deep, bro, and I'm literally like, I can't. I'm not sure how much more I got in the legs here. Like, I go through some really bad times, and obviously I tell myself keep bouncing, keep bouncing, keep bouncing. And in the back of my mind, I am like, yo, if I get to the end, one, I can post this, and I keep making the progression. My time might go down. Obviously, I knew I was making good time at the start, and it's just like I keep pushing, keep pushing. That's why, like, Instagram's very positive in that mindset, because I don't know if I wasn't posting like what I'm doing to Instagram, the kind of journey I'm on. I don't know if I would get through some of these runs, you know. But now I have done. Now I have. Like, now I can say I've done 5+5Ks, and that's just gonna keep going up. And we did finish out to 5K. And when I was really going through it, my legs really felt dead, and I couldn't push. Knowing that I could post it really helped. Like, obviously, I'm not saying post it. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, like my Instagram is like, yeah, this is my run here, this is my run here. No, but like, obviously, I'm the stories. Big man thing, follow me. Lindon's pictures. Always posting on there. But yeah, man, just being really positive, really good. like I say, and I feel like sometimes it's like I know the battle is really tough. I know that like what I'm going through is not easy at all, and a lot of people wouldn't be able to cope with it. But sometimes I do thank God that obviously He's given me the battle because I feel like I am equipped to deal with it. Kind of the work I've done on my mental health and meditating and just reading these books, it's like I know that it gets better, whereas a lot of people don't. Obviously, we have there's a lot of people in this world. Obviously, they get kind of laughed at. Obviously, these people who are like I say, some people are like kind of black pill, where it's like they think the whole world's about looks and nothing else, and if they're not like a perfect 10-10 face and certain bone structure and whatever, they just think, oh yeah, nah, I've got no chance. Yeah, obviously, look at what I mean, but like you're like a 0.2 out of 10, bro. Like, you've got no chance. But you know what? I just choose to believe, man. I've always grown up in a competitive. I've always grew up in a competitive environment. From young, playing football since I was like 5, 6 years old. Like I say, I did kickboxing at a young age for a bit. Like I say, I boxed. I've been in charity boxing now. And like I say, I've always been around kind of those kind of lads where it's like, even though I was always like the biggest one. I was the least good looking by far. But the fact that I was obviously I was in that scenario, like I still wanted to be the best baller in the group. I still wanted to, like, I still strive to be the best footballer in the group. I still wanted. I literally made a competition. I literally remember, yeah, literally me and my mates were playing two different teams in the same league. I literally started like a beef. I was literally like, my team's gonna beat your team. And literally made like a whole Facebook thing, and people knew, and like maybe got a few extra viewers come down to the game, and we beat them 4 times, bro. We beat them 4 times when we played them, bro. That's how, like, bro, I get competitive in it. So, if you think that the fact that I'm a bit bigger and yeah, I let myself down a lot in my youth. If you think that that's gonna stop me from trying to play the best football I can, be the best boxer I can, I don't know, like just present myself in the best way. I don't know. Or like you guys, like, oh, get the girls, whatever. It's like, yeah, of course it. Like, bro, I can't. Like, I still have an ego. Like, and I think sometimes, like, in this world, man, you kind of get played down for having an ego. Um, but yo, man, sometimes that ego will drive you to do great things. It's just knowing when to use it and when not to use it. But yeah, man, these are like 3, 4, 5 different videos I've kind of branched off into all in one. But yeah, sometimes like I say, I just want to let you guys know like my general thoughts. I love speaking to you. I honestly do. Like I say, I don't really have a best friend right now. So that's always a position that's kind of been open for me. Like it's been people who've been very, very close, people I've known for literally like 15 plus years, and yeah, I've got love for them. But it's like right now, bro, there's no one that I can. There's no one really where I'm like I talk to them all the time, and we know it's just us two, and we're on a vibe, and and we can like go gym and bang whatever. It's like there's not that one person where I label them as that. So you guys are like my best friend, to be honest. Like speaking to you all the time. And if you're listening to this video right now, you're either probably family or you are like you got to be one of my friends at this point. Because if you're watching a random person on the internet that you haven't met or spoke to, and you're here for nearly 40 minutes, then yo, that's mad love. Like that actually makes me smile. I can't lie. The idea that someone could still be watching my life and what I'm talking about unedited, and just me rambling on for nearly 40 minutes. Oh, that makes my heart warm, man. Honestly, does. And I know when I blow up, bro. When I grow up, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be a star. Yeah, when I'm famous, man, it's gonna be mad. Oi, and it's like, do you want fame? I do to a certain extent, because when I know when fame comes, I know me having fame, it will just blow up my message and blow up the kind of stuff. People be like, oh wow, this guy was. But he was a bit of a loser. He was stressed out. He was wearing Primark. He barely had money. Um, yeah, bad things happened to him. Like, yeah, he was eating bad food. He was in a bad way. He was like 160 kg, 165 kg. Like, things were bad for him, but he just kept going and kept believing. And yo, a star was born. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I just really appreciate it. I really, like, sometimes I don't want to, like, sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to hop on camera and my voice might sound bad, things might feel bad. So I don't hop on sometimes, but when I'm actually into it, it just goes really well. Like, I can't lie. Um, and yeah, sometimes you don't want to get me off. I could talk for ages. Like, and it's actually mad going from a place where, like, you literally think about a topic that we was taught for 10 minutes, and now at 22, I have enough life experience where I can constantly come on camera, talk for 40 minutes, and literally talk about something different than I did the video before. And I could do that. I could probably do that 3 times a week if I wanted to. Like, I feel like I do generally have loads of content, loads of ideas that I want to crack onto. And yeah, man, just as soon as life, as soon as things I saw out a bit more, lifestyle stabilized, rents paid, things were right financially, I can actually enjoy myself a bit more. Then yeah, the YouTube is the next thing getting patterned. Ah, man, by the end of 2023, man, we're gonna be on a roll with this YouTube, man. I'm seeing 10k subscribers. Big, man, seeing 10k subscribers. I think that's gotta be a good goal. For the end of 2023, I think that your first 10k subscribers can be the hardest lot, and then be 5x that in 2024, 50k. And yeah, obviously things could be better than that, and I hope they are, but that'd be where I want to go with it. Consistency beats hard work, man. It's one of the biggest stories I've learned so far. I'm gonna let you guys go, but if you have watched this far, obviously make sure to like the video. Subscribe if you are new. You're probably not new if you watch this far, but if you are, then yeah, obviously hit the red button. It's completely free, doesn't take anything from you. And obviously, you go to YouTube, you'll be sent out new videos straight away. And yeah, no, just pure love. Feel like always feel free to message me, man. Like, I'm not some. I said this on my like Insta video, and people were like, why did he say that, bro? Like, why would you say you have no bitches? Why would you put that on an Insta video? So every time a girl goes in your thing, she look at your video and goes, oh yeah, my DM's on that lit. It's like, they're like, this guy has no options. This guy must be a bit of a, like, what is he doing? Like, but it's like, yo, I'm not scared. I like to admit my flaws. You see my body language right now, it's open. Like, I'm genuinely open to it. I'm open to speak about different things, and I want people to learn from my story. And yeah, I know there's a lot of people right now, obviously younger people who watch kind of these self-improvement videos. So for you to be able to go back and just see me at 13, see my progression up to like 23, that is wild. The content on my channel very soon is going to turn 10 years old. And I'm still here, I'm still producing, I'm still growing, I'm still learning as a person. So, yo, that's a big blessing. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking now, but much love to you all, and have a good day.